Namaste, creators. Namo Himalaya. So today we have a very interesting portal that has opened up, something that we actually not many people are actually speaking about. It's the Mercury Cazimi in Libra. And it's actually very big when it comes to shift and consciousness and fulfilling our purpose, our highest soul calling. So what we're going to do, we're going to break down 5 things for you to pay close attention to in this video when it comes to this particular portal that is wide open right now, and it's open for the next couple of days. So we've got around a 48 hour window that we need to pay close attention to our emotions, our manifestations, our energies, and how we may or may not be affected conscious or unconsciously. Okay, so first of all, I want to say a big hi to everybody who's tuned in right now. Hello. We have Maha from Dubai, Vicky, Xiao Hao, hello. We have greetings from Cyprus, Bahamas, Dubai, more people from Dubai, Malaysia, Mumbai. We got people from all around the world, Sri Lanka, Lithuania, Nolabas, Amsterdam. We have people from all around the world. Thank you for tuning in. We've got Lynn from Merseyside. A Scouse, huh? I was born in Liverpool, so I feel like very connected, very close. Dara from Singapore. Hello. Labas. Okay, welcome everybody who's tuned in right now. I've just pulled up the astrology chart here, so I'm gonna be looking at the astrology chart and then noting down a few things that you guys need to pay close attention to, especially today and tomorrow, while Mercury Cazimi is in Libra. Some of you will think, what on earth does that even mean? So we're going to break it down in this short live session we have today, or some of you who are watching recording, then type recording inside the chat so I know that you're watching the replay. Okay, type replay. Anyway, for everybody who is tuned in live right now, we have just around 300 people from around the world, from Greece, South Africa, Ethiopia, Sudan, Iran, everywhere. Thank you for tuning in. So first of all, I'm going to talk a little bit of jargon that looking at the astrology chart, which may confuse you guys a little bit. Then I'm going to break it down into human language so we understand what we need to look out for during this 48-hour window, how to best protect our energies, and how to better navigate towards the bigger version of us, our new manifestations. Okay, if you guys have a notepad and you have a pen ready, make sure to get that ready, and we're going to break it down. Okay, so first of all, what we need to understand is Mercury Cazimi is actually these 2 days. So today is the 19th and the 20th of October. So this is when these energies will be a lot more prominent. Okay, however, that's not all that's happening, because what we have that's going on right now astrologically is we have, number one, we have the sun crossing the south node of the moon. Okay, I'm going to break all this down in a moment, what it actually means. Then we have Mercury crossing the south node of the moon. Then we have this Cazimi that is happening now. And then we have Thursday into Friday, we have it squaring Pluto, which will mean that something else may happen. So I'm going to break that down as well today. And the final thing is Pluto squaring the sun this coming Saturday. Okay, so these are the astrological events that are happening right now and happening through this week moving forward. But what does this actually all mean? Okay, so first of all, number one, the first thing we got to pay close attention to, please write this down, right? That's, first of all, if we look at it on the chart, Mercury Cazimi as the host of Venus. Okay, now, first of all, what does this mean? Well, we need to understand that we have Venus, meaning we'll have Venus energies and we'll have Mercury energies happening right now. What is Venus energies? And you guys will probably feel it. And do let me know inside the chat if you can resonate with anything that I'm saying on this call, right? If you can relate to it. The first thing is, when it comes to Venus, Venus is a little bit more of a moving sign, a more fluid sign, a more sensual sign, a more spiritual, adaptive, flowy type of sign. So what's going to happen is you're going to feel a little bit more intuitive during this time, and it's going to amplify, right? That's when Mercury Cazimi is basically related to being closer to the sun. And so with the sun's fiery energies, everything becomes amplified. So if for some reason you've been more feeling in tune with your higher self, with that deeper calling, with that sense of purpose, with that intuition, your gut feeling, your instincts, your ideas, your flow, if you've been more in tune with that today or tomorrow, it's highly likely because we have the host of Venus, right? Venus is the host. So when this is happening, the only caveat we have here is that we also have Mercury. Mercury is slightly different. Mercury is grounded. Mercury is earthy. Mercury is material, right? Physical. And so when we have these two things happening, what have we got? We've got our head up in the clouds, right? We got our head up in the clouds because of Venus, and we've got our 2 feet on the ground, solid on the ground because of Mercury. So it could be a good thing or it could be a bad thing, depending on how you use it, right? The good thing is we can find this harmonious balance between the two. Think of it like this. Sometimes you can have some people who have head up in the clouds. They speak all woo-woo language all the time. They're all really out there. Downloads, intuition. I get this feeling, this gut feeling. This universe is speaking to me. But people who have head up in the clouds, but they don't have 2 feet on the ground, what happens is they can only get those miracles and magic happening in their mind, but in the physical reality, it's not manifesting. Then you have the other side of the spectrum where there's people with 2 feet on the ground and no head up in the clouds, meaning everything is logical. Everything's logical minded, right? Do everything by the rules, do everything by the books. When you speak about intuition and stuff, they're like, don't be silly. But they miss out on the superconscious side. Now, what is this going to help you with over these 2 days if you're conscious about this? Now is for your time to, number one, please write this down, entertain the outside world. Entertain those wacky ideas and thoughts. Allow your mind to flow wild with this intuition and ideas and downloads. But at the same time, harness and use the Mercury sign, the Mercury energies, to manifest things into grounding. Good practices for you guys during these 2 days is barefoot walk in nature. That will help ground your energies. That will also help you receive better downloads because you're connected with nature, so it supplies the both for you. Then you'll start seeing a lot of those crazy ideas that you once upon a time had will be able to manifest into physical reality, and now is the time to do so. Okay, so that's the first thing we need to pay close attention to, which is all about the balance, the yin and the yang. Okay, now moving from there, the second thing we need to pay close attention to is Cazimi marks a transition point. Okay, it's transitioning. There's so many things that are happening. As I shared at the beginning of this, we got the sun crossing the south node, we got Mercury crossing south node of the moon, we've got all the squaring the Pluto and Pluto squaring the sun. You've got so many things, but the Cazimi is in the transition while all of this is happening. And what if astrologically there's a transition happening? How does it affect us? It means we can also co-create and transition with the stars, with the energies. So what does this mean? It means it's actually a very good time to reset and to move on. It's a very good time to shift, to quantum leap, to completely 180 your life around. So this can happen in your relationships. You may be feeling that. Maybe you've had enough of a particular relationship that isn't working out for you, right? Or maybe it's with your career. You're done. You're ready for a new chapter. You're ready to flip that page. Maybe it's that. So whatever that thing is that you may be feeling right now, it's time to flip that page. Let us know inside the chat. Which area of your life are you ready to leave the old behind and move into the new? Because these 2 days will help you with more courage and more power to make those decisions. Okay, so that's the second thing. It's to do with transition. It's to do with a quantum leap. It's to do with a quantum shift. It's to do with dramatic change. Okay, now the third thing we need to understand is when, because Mercury is direct and it's forward moving, right? It's not like retrograde where it's like seemingly moving backwards. It's forward moving. When the energies are forward moving, what's very, very likely to happen is we will be looking towards the future. Think about it. Today already, have you been thinking about what you will be doing in your future? Today already, have you been thinking about the future of your relationship or the future of your career or your job or your project or something you want to do in the future? If it hasn't happened today, it's highly likely that you're going to get that feeling tomorrow. You're going to start thinking forward looking. You're going to want to know more, deeper, further forward. You're going to start planning for those things. You're going to be wanting to move forward with your life. Right? This is a good time. As it corresponds with the point we just made before, it's good time to let go of the old, to set powerful boundaries and move into the new. Be forward thinking. Think of your thoughts, your feelings, your actions. Are they proactive towards your biggest goals, your dreams, and your desires? And if not, why not? How can you start aligning yourself with the stars, with the sun, with the planets, so that everything becomes in co-creation and all of your manifestations start speeding up? That's a very big thing for you guys to look forward to. Okay. Now, the fourth thing that we need to pay close attention to is Mercury squaring Pluto. Okay. Now, when Mercury squares Pluto, what is this going to happen over the next few days? Actually, this will be beyond the 2 days, right? Moving forward this week, we're going to continue to feel this. It's all to do with having those hard conversations, clearing out that darkness. It's all about purification. There may be some niggly thoughts or feelings or things that have been nagging you for a while, and you've not had the courage to speak out about it. There could be things that you've been wanting to do for a long time, but again, you didn't have the power or the courage to move forward with it. And if there are any of these things that is deep down inside, those hard conversations especially, that you've been putting under the carpet, you've been suppressing that energy, you're going to find over this week from today onwards, that suppressed energy will kind of be like a can of Coke. When you shake it, it will kind of want to fizzle up to the top, and you will want to release that energy and speak about it. Right? Now, what is it to pay close attention to? Well, if this is going to happen to you, it's also happening collectively to everybody. This is the generic energy. And so when that is happening, what might happen? There may be a few more cosmic wildcards. There may be some conversations that other people will suddenly have with you that they've been putting away for a long time. There may be some surprises that may happen. It may lead to certain chaos or some things that you didn't expect. But my best recommendation for you is, if it's happening from outside, learn how to respond with love and kindness. Be the witnesser. Allow it to happen, allow it to pass. Don't fight with what's happening in that collective energy. Because what you fight always fights back. Learn to observe, witness, and allow to pass, allow to move. Know that change is the only constant in life. And sometimes things may not look like they're going your way, but have one trust and faith that the universe is always working with you, even at times when it doesn't seem like it is. Always remember that rejection is God's protection. Always remember that elevation requires separation. Maybe God has a bigger plan for you. Universe has a bigger goal for you, a bigger mission for you. So always have that trust and faith if it's coming from outside. And when it comes to yourself, for those things you've been shying off, you haven't had the courage to pick up, to have those conversations, those hard conversations, or you've wanting to speak your truth, right? What you're going to find is Mercury squaring Pluto over this coming week is going to help you have those conversations and actually speak your heart, speak your soul, fulfill your highest calling, and honor that soul calling of yours. You're going to find that energy for that. Okay. Now moving on to the fifth thing. All 5 things, by the way, coincide. So I hope you guys are taking plenty of notes here and you know exactly what you need to do throughout this period to get the best out of everything. Okay. The 5th thing is Mercury given seal of the sun. What does that mean? It will help for better communication, which is what we talked about before, right? It will help being with balancing, with being more harmonious, right? It will also help you to have more courage. It will help you to navigate through this material world a lot better, which is actually very good, especially those of you who are more of a flowy sign, more of a water sign. What's going to happen is with these energies and the sun playing such a big part in it, amplifying that fire in the belly, that desire, allowing you to speak your soul and everything, it's very important that we action forward. We keep actioning forward, right? And when we action forward like that, what we're going to see is that you're going to find that courage more than usual. You're going to find yourself a lot more decisive than usual. You're going to find that decisions will come a lot more effortlessly to you, that you can make decisions. So this period is a time for decisiveness. It's a time to honor your soul. It's a time for action. And if you navigate through this being decisive, push yourself to be more decisive. Also, another thing as well, for those of you who are more perfectionist syndrome, drop that perfectionist in yourself and allow yourself to actually just move forward. Know that that progression will help that, what? Perfection. As you progress, you will become more perfect. You will not become perfect before you progress. So move forward with it. Right? Take massive action. Be decisive. Make that decision. Sometimes people say, how do I know if I'm making the right decision or not? I always say to people, make the decision and make that decision right. Right? And how do you do that? With discipline, with decisiveness, with courage, with that solution-focused mind that you keep moving forward, regardless of what challenges or how uncomfortable it may become, because with uncomfortable comes growth. And this is the time for everybody to grow, for everybody to expand, for everybody to elevate. So have trust, have faith, and move with these divine energies. When you do, you will find that miracles will unfold faster than ever before. Why? Because this is a quantum shift when you are working with all the planets and all the stars on that quantum level. So these are the 5 things you must pay close attention to over these coming days. Make sure you've got notes on it. If you need to revisit this video, go back to it. If you tuned in a little bit late, then make sure to save the video. Give the video a thumbs up. It allows this algorithm for this message to go out and help more people out there. There's so much struggling around the world right now that's happening, and people need that strength and need that courage and need that knowledge. Even those people who want to help other people need that strength and knowledge. So please help get this message out there by hitting the thumbs up. Comment below. Let us know where you guys have tuned in from. And remember to comment below if you can resonate with anything that has been said on this video, because it just helps those newbies into astrology or numerology or signs for them not to feel alone. So all understand. We unite together in peace and love and harmony, right? Love is our religion. This is how we come together. Let's help each other raise the consciousness, love consciousness, wealth consciousness, abundant consciousness, positivity consciousness on this planet as it needs it so much right now. And those of you who are completely new to this channel and you haven't already, please remember to hit that subscribe button and the notifications button next to it. That's a little bell sign, by the way, because this year we're dedicated to making daily videos to make you accountable, to make it your best year yet. But for now, guys, we are signing out. For 600 plus people tuned in live right now. Thank you. Namo Himalaya. Namaste. Thank you.